So Celeb Secrets is hanging out with Indie Star today. Welcome. These last few days have been really exciting for you because I know you dropped a new song. So let's get right into it and talk about that.
Yeah, I just released Hurt a Little and my music video came out along with Hurt a Little. I'm so happy for it to be finally out. I'm really proud of both of those things. And yeah, I just love seeing people enjoy my music and reach out and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, totally. Can you tell me a little bit more about what the song's about? Was it maybe inspired by, something that you went through?
Yeah, so Hurt a Little is about a friendship or a relationship ending and the other person just not showing any compassion or any sadness, I guess, at all, and just acting like it didn't really mean anything. And you just want them to hurt a little bit. You want them to show that that relationship or that friendship meant something to them, which I think is pretty relatable to a lot of people. A lot of people that I've been talking to, they always say they can relate to it. But it wasn't about someone specific. I'd say it's about all of my friendships and relationships,
Okay.
in LA that I've made. But yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know that you were doing some acting. Like we would see you on Brat, we'd see you on Nickelodeon, things like that. Now, what came first? Was it the acting or the music?
It was the acting. So I came out to LA when I was 8 to pursue acting, and I've danced since I was 3 years old. I started doing like ballet and like the Nutcracker in my old hometown in Massachusetts. And when I moved out to LA, I was really looking to pursue acting because I just loved it. I mean, I was 8 years old, so it wasn't really like something I had in mind for like a full career yet because I couldn't really comprehend like having a career, I guess, when I was 8. But I did know that I really loved it, and I started doing that. And then I got into a dance studio, and they had singing lessons there. So then I started doing that, and then I auditioned for Kids Bop, and that's when my singing started really like. I guess I liked singing from
Oh,
there.
yeah, no, that's so cool. And it's funny that you say, like, when you're a kid and you do this stuff, you love doing it, but you don't think that it could be a real job or that you can do it
Yeah.
full time. Because, when you grow up, you see everyone like, oh, I'm going to be a teacher, or I'm going to be a doctor. And it's like, you never hear someone saying, I'm going to be a singer or a dancer?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, when I was younger, I wanted to be a vet because I loved animals so much, but then I realized how much work actually goes into that. I mean, so much work goes into acting and
Yeah.
singing too, like incredible, but I don't think I could ever be a vet. And my sister's dream was to be a waitress.
Okay.
So we kind of steered away from those two things, but
No, totally, totally. And what would you say you kind of learned about yourself during this process? Because you're at that prime age where you're growing, everything's kind of changing pretty much in your life. You're going from, being 14 and doing all this stuff, but now you're 16. So that's, I feel like, a whole different game for you.
yeah, I learned how I can be independent. That was a big thing because I always grew up being homeschooled with my two other siblings. So it would basically be like my whole family were like a pack and we would do everything together. So it was a little bit difficult to move out of being just with my siblings, because my brother's like 20, he's in college now. My sister, she's working, she is a cosmetologist. So we have to kind of like start being independent now, which is really sad, but I'm realizing that I can do it, which is great, and I'm happy about that because that would have been sad if I couldn't. But yeah, no, I'm turning 17 in 2 months, which is a little bit scary. I already got my driver's license, so I'm like getting a little bit more independent with that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just understanding that I can do it.
Now, I want to talk a little bit back to Hurt a Little because you did mention that you had a music video and you had Blake Manning in the video. And it's so crazy because I actually spoke to him a few months ago. So
Oh,
I know that he's like killing it with all the social media stuff and he's balancing
yeah.
it with school. So how did you guys connect and get him for the video?
Yeah, so I knew him, or I met him like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure. He's
Okay.
friends with all of my friends.
Hmm.
He I never really like fully had a conversation with him until this year, and we have the same manager. So we did a bunch of collabs and like started talking, and then I was like, I need a guy for my music video, and I was like, he'd be perfect for it. So we set that up, and he was great on set. I didn't know he took acting lessons. I didn't know he was like in the acting space, but he said he was, and he did great with all of the acting. So I think it worked out really well. Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe like your favorite memories from filming with him on set.
Hmm. I don't know. There was so many. We got like Pizza Hut, which was really crazy. I have never tried Pizza Hut's like chicken, but we were all just like sitting down at the table talking, like trying like the different sauces and stuff, which was super fun. But the entire day was just really great and really fun on set. Everybody was wonderful to work with.
That's awesome. Now, I know you said you want to get back in the studio, make some more music. What's kind of the timeline? Are you going to be releasing anything else?
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe in like 2 months, like is the right area for me. I released a Christmas song when I was much younger, so I don't think I would want to release like another Christmas song this year. So maybe after Christmas is when my next song's gonna come out. We gotta see what time I can get in the studio and make a song, but definitely in the next couple months.
Okay. Okay, fun. And is there one thing that you really want to achieve or any like goals that you want to set for yourself within the next year?
Yeah, I want to come out with an album or even like an EP
Okay.
would be really cool. I I've been loving like rock songs, like indie rock, kind of like folk rock type of vibe. So I would love to kind of go into that genre or even like mix it up with a couple of different genres. But we'll see what happens in the studio.
Right? Who would you say are some of the artists that really inspire you musically?
Yeah, I'd say Phoebe Bridgers, like definitely. I love Boy Genius. Oh my god, I can't see it. Say, do you know Boy Genius? It's
Yeah,
like a
I'm familiar.
little three-girl band, yeah, that
Yes.
Phoebe Bridgers is in.
Mhm.
But I love that so much. Would love to be in a band. Love the idea of a band. But yeah, definitely Phoebe Bridgers. I love Lizzie McAlpine. I love Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift.
And we are celeb secrets. So are there maybe any like secrets or fun facts that you have about yourself? They could be maybe like in your everyday life or even when you're making music that people wouldn't know just by scrolling on your social media.
Probably that I'm a pretty shy person. I feel like I say this sometimes, but like not everybody knows this that I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. And I'm not the best with like going up to people at parties. That's why I always have to have somebody that I know.
Yes.
Like 90% of my friends are all extroverts. So it like balances me out, I guess, in public. But like not a lot of people know that, so they always think I'm being like a little bit, I don't know, like timid or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say that I'm probably more of a shy person and I have to warm up to people, especially in the studio when I
Uh-huh.
just meet them. But I mean, I warm up to people fast, so
Yeah.
after I get through that shy phase, I'm pretty good.